Hello, beautiful seekers. This is Clarity1129. Welcome and welcome back to my channel. Today, I am going to be addressing the Mercury retrograde, which I guess by the time I post this will already be upon us. It is from the 10th of May right up till the 2nd of June. This time, the Mercury retrogrades are going to be in the earth signs. So we've seen a portion already in January in the sign of Capricorn. This time it's in Taurus, and then you have the next retrograde, which is going to be in September during the Virgo season, and then we're going to even have a bit of it in this year going on into 2023 in the sign of Capricorn again. All right. We all know by now, at least those of you who've been following a multitude of channels on astrology and tarot, you will know when it comes to the Mercury retrograde, there's a huge, talk about it. A Mercury retrograde, for those of you who are not into astrology so much, and if you're new to this world of tarot and astrology, the Mercury retrograde talks about the apparent motion of the planet in the reverse direction. It doesn't actually do so, but it just gives an illusion of doing so. But in astrology, it makes a lot of difference upon your life, especially when you talk about Mercury. I mean, all planets do have a retrograde, but when you talk about Mercury, Mercury in itself is the planet of communication. All right. So chances are, when it comes to communication of any type, whether it is in relationships, you're talking, or whether it's filling forms and sending them, or writing letters, or conveying something to someone, chances are what you say is not what is received. There will be chances of misunderstandings during this time. If you want to try something new, chances are that you'll come to a lot of roadblocks during this time. But this is a wonderful time to review certain things. So if you already had been working on a project which you said it's not working, my brain is not working, and you've kept it aside, this will be a very powerful time to actually, and a beautiful time for you to bring that back and work on it and iron out all the issues that had come up. So it's very good time for you to basically review things that have been kept aside, or basically you'll find even relationships, suppose you've had a fallout with a friend, or you've got exes from before where you've not had a closure. This is a lovely time for all of those people to resurface again, just so that it's like getting a second chance, to redo things which have not gone right the first time around. But usually they say it's better to avoid starting something completely new, because chances are that you will come to some sort of, things won't work out as smoothly as they would have before and after the retrograde than when it's happening. Having said that, if there was something that you had to take up during this time, by all means go ahead and start. It doesn't matter. It's just that when you do that, when you're going to sign papers, reread it maybe second time, a third time, everything. Just make sure that you're very clear. So basically it just means that if you whatever you do, do a double check on everything, so that you can make whatever mistakes that can come up, you minimize that, okay, as much as you can. So that's all there is to it. Now I will be I haven't even kept 3 piles here, so let's just keep this heart here, the Selenite wand, and the Amethyst. All right, this is pile number 1. Let me introduce you to 3 crystals. Pile number 1 will be the rose quartz heart, this beautiful rose quartz heart. Pile number 2 is my beautiful selenite wand, and pile number 3 is this wonderful amethyst point. All right, I will be shuffling live in front of you. I'll be using the Morgan Greer Tarot, and for your advice cards, I'll be using the Daily Crystal Inspiration. All right. So, without further delay, my dear seekers, take a deep breath exhale, relax as you do so, and whichever crystal you're instinctively drawn to, that is yours. All right, now we'll start with pile number 1, or rather crystal number 1. Those who've chosen the rose quartz, here is your reading. I am bad at shuffling. I just don't know how, it's shuffled and they do it the other way. It just doesn't come. It flies all over the place. I don't know when I'm going to learn that. It looks so good. I always feel I'll bend the cards if I do that. All right, I'm going to take out 6 cards and I'll explain as we go along. All right, what is coming into your awareness? Is this visible? 3 of Swords. How will this Mercury retrograde affect you? 5 of Cups. What's happening? 5 of Swords. What are you up to, pile number 1, or rather crystal number 1? What do you need to rework? 8 of Pentacles. What unknown factors do you need to be aware of? 7 of Swords. What precautions should you take for a smooth Mercury retrograde? Queen of Rods. Okay. 4 of Pentacles. Pile number 1. What is coming to your awareness is right now, pile number 1, and I really feel you looking at the cards here. This is something that you're already going through, all right? In fact, you must be in this energy for a while now, but what caused it is going to come to you right now. Okay, this Mercury retrograde is going to actually bring up this theme. Your heart is broken, pile number 1. All right? And the person who's broken your heart could be a friend, could be a family member, could be a love interest. But whoever this person was meant a lot to you. All right? And they've broken your heart. And you're really, really sad. Okay? You've been through some heavy energy. But the clouds are lifting up now. Because you are going to get clarity on why this happened. Okay? And when this Mercury retrograde happens, as you start moving inwards with this realization as to why this has happened, you will stop your attention on brooding of these 3 cups which have spilt, which have caused you so much of sorrow, and you will look at the 2 cups which remain. All right? And chances are, with this Mercury retrograde, you might get a second chance. If whoever this person was, be it a family member or a friend or a love interest, this person is going to come back into your life. And you are going to revisit this entire cycle, but this time with clarity. So if you find that you have been codependent, in case whatever the relationship was, or maybe you've been in communication with somebody and they just ghosted you for no reason, you'll come to know their side of the story now. All right, so whether and if you are the one who's caused it without you realizing it, whichever way, things are going to come into your awareness at this time, but you are ready to look at things differently. You're ready to look at what you have left and start moving on from this time onwards. All right. What do you need to revisit during this time is the Five of Swords. And what is coming, you have realized that this has happened. And now slowly, after sitting in this energy for a long time, you have realized that maybe there is more to this that meets the eye. Maybe you've put all the blame on them, that you've done everything right and they've just been so insensitive. Now, after sitting in this energy for a long time, you've realized that maybe, and that's why you're revisiting this, that maybe you've had the last word, or whichever way, they have had the last word. And why have they reacted this way? Or if you have reacted this way, why have you reacted this way? This is going to come. You are going to go through everything because now you have healed and now it doesn't pain you as much to think about the whole thing. And now calmly you're just wondering, where did you go wrong? What lessons can you draw from it? And when you do that, you see both sides of the coin. The things that you could have done differently, the things that they could have done differently. And now when you come to this and you revisit this, the entire scenario once again, you are ready to deal with it, put it aside. Whether you get closure or not from the other person, you give yourself that closure. You concentrate on these two cups now, all right? And even if it is your fault, you forgive yourself. And if it's their fault, you forgive them. You don't want any more drama. And that's why this revisit is there. And if they come back, you decide you are not playing mind games with them. Because you've actually sat with this energy for a long time. And what do you need to rework? Now, if there was something, if it's a relationship that's actually taken its toll on you, now that you've dealt with it and it's come for a revisit and you've seen it again and you finally got your answers, you realize that it's possible that you have neglected yourself and the things that you're passionate about, be it your career, be it your hobby, be it something that you really, really love, something that, you can get lost in because that's how much you enjoy it. You're going to pick up that project again and work really hard on it, and it's going to bring you a lot of joy. And what are the unknown factors that you didn't know? This is again most probably in regard to this. It's the Seven of Swords. And this is what is going to come to your awareness during this entire journey, is that it's possible what you didn't realize is that even you have not been interacting from an authentic place. If they have been wearing a mask, you have been wearing a mask too. All right? And this is something that comes to your awareness, that neither of you have been authentic in this relationship. Okay? And what precautions should you take to have a smooth Mercury retrograde? As it is, when you come in, you're not coming in very smooth energy. It's very, in fact, you've been through a lot of rough energy, all right? But the beauty is that now you have healed enough to be able to look at things differently in a mature fashion, get those answers. You've given yourself closure. And because you've done that, because you've started the healing process, you've been able to pick up things that actually fill you with happiness, all right? And in doing so, you come into this beautiful energy, and this energy will actually chase away all this negativity, and it will work in collaboration with this energy, which is the Eight of Pentacles, wherein you're working hard, doing things that you really love, and in doing so you come and stand in your power, this beautiful Queen of Rods or the Queen of Wands. You will be in your element, you will be all charm, you will attract anything and everything that you so love and you so deserve. This is the energy you're going to come into. So for all this dark energy that you have been through, you are going to get beautiful energy by the time we come to the end of this retrograde, all right? So this retrograde is for you to go back to that situation where things weren't working nice for you. you know, you've been in this stubborn sort of energy of not wanting to deal with it, or not wanting to discuss with it, or seeing it only one way. But with this retrograde, this theme is going to come up again, and this time you're going to be really, really honest about things. This is the Queen of Swords, Libran energy, incomplete balance, doesn't mince words. And being in this energy, you'll see both sides of the coin. You'll take your responsibility in whatever went down bad. You'll see their side, and you give yourself that closure. You're not waiting for anyone. If they come around, great. If they don't, great. It doesn't matter to you, because you have seen both sides of the coin. You know what didn't work out, and you are ready to cut that episode out of your life. Do what you love, to do the best, and come into your power. All right? And the wheel of fortune will start turning in your favor. All right? So this is how it's going to be. It's going to end up very beautifully for you, because you've been putting in effort after all this rough energy that you've been through. All right? Pile number 1, it didn't sound good as you move in, and maybe even as you you know, the initial stages, maybe you're already here when you come here to this reading, but you are going to be here by the time we come to the end of the Mercury retrograde, which is will be on the 2nd of June. All right? And look at that. This is the message for you, blue lace agate. Find your calm. And this is exactly what you're doing. And you do it because you finally given yourself that closure by looking at both sides of the coin. You have done away with this stubborn energy, and you're putting in your effort to build yourself up and build your morale up and build yourself up completely. And then you come into this beautiful energy. Okay? And here you get shift your money mindset. So if you have been doing something for hobby, now this is something you really love, it's possible that you start making this a full-time career for yourself, because you've shifted your money mindset. And this is actually going to boost your confidence a lot more, and you will be standing in your power. All right? So that's all I have for you, crystal number 1, which is the beautiful rose quartz. You know, with this beautiful rose quartz, I usually get such lovely energy. This time I didn't pay attention to the energy, and maybe that's because this was the energy that you are in. But you can rest assured that things are going to work out beautifully in your favor as you come to the end of the retrograde. So this is the time you have to process all that's happened and do that, pile number 1. And you'll find that at the end of the cycle, you're good to go. You're standing in your power, and things are working in your favor. All right? And you'll be ready to take on the world again. If this reading resonated, do let me know in the comments. Wish you all the very best, and till we meet next time, be good, stay safe. Bye-bye. Which was the crystal number 2? I've forgotten. Here, look at me. Crystal number 2, those who've chosen the lovely Selenite wand, this is going to be your reading. Let me put these aside. I'll be taking out 6 cards from the Morgan Greer Tarot, and I'll explain as we move along. All right? All right, 6 cards. The first card is what is coming into your awareness. By Selenite, a wand group. 3 of wands. This is what's coming into your awareness, your need for expansion. How will this Mercury retrograde affect you? And you get the 5 of swords. What do you need to revisit during this time? Knight of Pentacles. What do you need to rework? Oh, you get 2 cards for this. The 8 of Swords and the Sun. What unknown factors do you need to be aware of? The 3 of Pentacles. And last but not the least, what precautions should you take for a smooth Mercury retrograde? Judgment. The bottom of the deck energy is the 4 of Swords. At the end of the reading, I'll take out advice card from the Daily Crystal Inspiration. Alright, so pile number 2. I keep calling you pile, but for the Selenite group, this is your reading. When the Mercury retrograde hits us, which is going to be tomorrow, as I'm recording on the 9th, you will come into this, you'll have this feeling that you need to expand, that wherever you are is getting constrictive. You know, you have a lot more growth to do, you need expansion. Or if, you know, you've been waiting for the ships to come in, you come to this realization that you've been waiting for too long, and it's possible that you are the one who needs to go out there to, you know, change your life, and that no one is coming in to rescue you, but you need to go out. All right, so this is the this is what's coming into your awareness. All right, and how will this Mercury retrograde affect you? Communication. You know that Mercury retrograde is all about the planet of communication, apparent backward movement. All right, and what this does is to cause misunderstandings. And that's what's going to happen during this time. It's going to happen to most of us if we speak without thinking. But in your case, pile number 2, or rather Selenite group, you are going to realize that there's someone you are dealing with, either them or it's you. You are playing mind games with one another. And it's possible that this person, you know, you always try to have the last word, or they always try to have the last word. And it's this dynamic is actually going to, what do you call it? You know, it's going to be very prominent during this time, and you'll realize it. If it is your tendency to always have the last word, you'll find that happening in every interaction of yours. And if there is someone else who's like this with you, it's going to come into, if previously you've overlooked it, this time it's going to just, you know, be glaring. It's something that you can't ignore. It's going to come into your view, you know, for you to wonder, why is it that they do this? Or why is it that they trigger this in me? Or am I doing this to everybody? But this is what is how this Mercury retrograde is going to be. You are going to actually not ignore this particular tendency, all right, of either wanting to have the last word, or if it is a particular person, for each of you it's going to be different, why they act this way, or why one particular person triggers this in you, or why you always deal like, you know, with this energy in this way to everybody. And this is going to actually come to you now. It's going to come to your notice, and you will start taking some action towards this. What do you need to revisit during this time? And you get the Knight of Pentacles. For some of you, it could be, as far as your career is concerned, there is something that you were moving on. And with the Knight of Pentacles energy, as it is, the Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving knight, because they check and recheck and double check and then check again, so that they are sure. And that is why when they have something to offer, it is solid. It may come late, you may have to wait a lot, but they do deliver at the end of it, all right? And during this time, you really need to revisit something that you've done. So if you've actually taken action as far as your career is concerned or anything else is concerned, you need to do a double check. All right. So if it is something, it doesn't have to be work related, but with the pentacles, it is something of an offer. Either you've given someone an offer, or you've taken somebody's offer, or you're working on something. Whatever it be, you need to double check this particular area, and for each of you it's going to be different, but you will know what it is. All right. So if there's something you've started just about now or sometime, it'll come to your notice. Don't, if you get that, you know, it comes into your awareness, don't just say, it must be okay, let's just leave it. No, actually sit down. If it's come to your awareness, it means it's a sign for you to go back to this particular thing and look at it again. If it is something which is actually not worked out, then you obviously will be forced to do it. But if it's something that's moving, but it's just something that's come into your head that, should I check this again? Don't ignore it. Go and check it again. All right. What do you need to rework? With this 8 of Swords here and the Sun, there's a lot of happiness waiting to come to you. All right. It's a lot. This is the most positive card in the deck, the Sun. And in the way it is, it's possible to do with a particular relationship. Because usually the Sun card has one kid on a horse, you know, riding on a horse, and the same sunflowers and the sun. There's a very few decks. In fact, I don't remember seeing 2 people on a deck like this. This could be someone who's important to you, who brings you a lot of happiness. All right. But you have been overthinking about this, and you have been tying yourself up in knots. No one else has tied you up, you have. And you've been wondering whether it's okay, whether you're good enough or not. Are they interested in you or not? Whatever it be, there's a lot of overthinking going on, and you need to really work on this. This is what you need to rework. All right. Or it's possible that in the past you've had, you know, this 5 of Swords moment has happened with this particular person, and because of which it's possible that this person has gone away. And that's why you were waiting for this person, where I said that you need to move out yourself. But now you need to actually work on yourself. Are you self-sabotaging this connection? And if so, why are you doing that? Why is it that you feel you're not good enough? Why are you... this is such a beautiful connection, and it's bringing both of you so much of happiness and joy. Then why would you want to bring this energy into it? And this is coming for you. So this is you who's overthinking, who's self-sabotaging. Don't do that. If this connection means something to you, work on it. Or maybe this Knight of Pentacles for some of you could be an offer that this person has given you, or you want to give it to them. And you're being asked to, you know, just think about how you're coming forward to them. Or if they have given you an offer which you've just said no to, you're being asked to revisit it. And why? And just ask yourself, why have you said no? What are your insecurities that you're just saying no to, for whatever reason it is? All right? Because there's a lot of happiness here. But you can put an end to the happiness just with your overthinking. And not just overthinking, but, you know, belief systems that will keep you trapped, which will not let you have fun, not let you enjoy what's meant for you. What are the unknown factors you need to be aware of? You get this 3 of Pentacles. So maybe this person who you feel is not interested in you, or whom you fought with, or who you may be in separation with, because this can be long distance card also, whom you're secretly waiting for, but you feel that it won't happen. All right. And what you need to know is this person is working really hard for you. This person wants to build with you. And that's why they're giving you an offer. And you are the one who's, you know, pushed them away. And with this 4 of Swords here, I feel you may be in a no contact kind of situation right now. All right, and it's been going on for quite some time. This person's also missing you here. Look at this. You got the Empress down below and the Ace of Cups. This person is very invested in you, and I can see that you are invested in them too. And whatever's transpired between both of you, they are feeling left out in the cold just as much as you are. And this has been going on for quite some time. And right now you're in no contact. And whatever's happened, it's because of you and your self-limiting beliefs, Selenite group. So you need to change that, because there's a lot of happiness here. And as I said, there's this Empress here and the Ace of Cups. There's a lot of love here, and this person's so, knows that they can have a future with you. They can build something amazing together. So don't ruin it. And what can you do to smoothen your Mercury retrograde? And you get this lovely Judgment card here. To see this connection for what it is. This is a fated connection. And you are, the Mercury retrograde as it is brings everything to you for a rethink. All right, your past relationships, everything just comes up for you to revisit it. So you will get your chance. This time, do not self-sabotage because of your self-limiting beliefs. This is a fated connection. This person is as invested in you as you are in them, but you are bringing a block to this connection over and over again. And you need to take steps to change that. Okay, Selenite group, whatever it is, work on it, heal yourself at this time, because something very beautiful and very fated, and it is fated. You got two major arcana and such beautiful ones, the Judgment and the Sun. So this is meant to happen. So don't, why do you want to, throw away something that's so beautiful just because you are not thinking straight? Take pleasure in the things that you do. So if this relationship brings you a lot of pleasure, which I can see with the Sun card, then don't turn it down. Take pleasure in it. Be happy for it. Instead of asking, why is this happening to me? It's too good to be true. Say, thank you so much for this beautiful relationship. Thank you so much for this person. I'm going to make the most of this relationship because this really makes me happy. And I can see that I make the other person happy. And I'm not going to say, why is it coming to me? It's coming to me. It's a gift from the universe. It's fated. So take pleasure in the things that you do. Prioritize your health. This has also got to do with this Eight of Swords, Selenite crew. This is taking a toll on your mental health more than anything else. And if you don't take care of your mental health, it will show in your physical body as well. Okay? Take time to reflect on everything. Don't dwell on dark energies for a long time. And I know this is the Mercury retrograde right now, and it's the time of misunderstandings, if any. So if you've had a spat with this person, give yourself time to think over it. You've got a lot of time to rethink the situation and have an open heart-to-heart conversation in which you actually bring out what your doubts are. And if it's all just in your mind, work on it. If you require, meet a counselor, speak to someone you trust, speak to this person who brings you so much happiness. But get past this energy and embrace this beautiful, beautiful blessing that's waiting for you. So many of us struggle to get that soulmate into our life because our hearts are blocked. All right, here the universe has got you somebody. You know deep down inside that this is the person for you. They know and they want to work. They're so invested in you. But just because of some sort of overthinking, whatever it is, and I'm not pointing a finger at you, in a judgmental sort of fashion, Selenite group. What I'm saying is we all go through it, but when we can recognize it and we have the chance, then why should we let such a beautiful thing that's coming to us, why should we let it go? All right, this is beautiful relationship waiting to happen. So embrace it and enjoy it. And when it works out for you perfectly, do let me know. I shall be very happy to hear about it. All right, Selenite group. So till we meet again with another reading, be good, stay safe. Bye-bye. Last but not the least is this beautiful amethyst point. And for those of you who chose this, what is coming to your awareness and how is it? Most probably you will get spiritual downloads. Maybe you will get it in your dreams because you've chosen the amethyst. So whatever's coming to your awareness may not come from someone else. It might come from within. We're going to take out 6 cards. What is coming to your awareness during this Mercury retrograde? You get this beautiful Chariot. How will this Mercury retrograde affect the Amethyst group? You get the Knight of Rods or the Knight of Wands. What do you need to revisit during this time? And you get the Three of Wands. What do you need to rework, Amethyst group? Queen of Pentacles. What unknown factors do you need to be aware of? The Ten of Cups. And what precautions should you take for a smooth Mercury retrograde? And you get Three of Swords. Bottom of the deck energy is the Nine of Wands. Oh wow, okay. Pile number 3. We'll go over these cards, then I'll take out advice from the Daily Crystal Inspiration for you. What is coming into your awareness? And you get this Chariot. So for those of you who've chosen the Amethyst, it's possible that there is someone in your life possibly a Cancerian, that you've been wondering about, okay, whether this is the person for you or not, and you are going to get an epiphany of sorts as to whether this is the person for you or not. All right, it's going to come very clearly for you. Now, for those of you who have no one in your mind, with this Chariot card, what's coming into your awareness is your need for balance. Maybe you are out of balance, okay? Maybe your masculine and feminine energies within you are out of balance. Maybe you're operating from your masculine side or only from your feminine side. Or it could be that you're uncomfortable with your shadow aspect. Whatever it is, you are coming into balance, and this lack of balance in which area it is going to be highlighted for you. And this is going to be highlighted in a big way for you during this time, so that you can work on it and start moving forward. So as the retrograde completes and finishes out, and Mercury gets back into its direct motion, you will find that that's on the 2nd of June. You will find that you are also moving ahead because you've got yourself back into that balance. So this is the time for you to work on yourself. Okay, and if it is somebody whom you are waiting for and you're wondering about, even that clarity is going to come to you this side. And this could be through your dreams. You'll just know. You'll get some sort of indication, something, and you'll know whether this person is for you. And if it is about your own self, then that's also going to be highlighted during this time. Either in a dream, or you just feel it, or you just know. Okay, how will this Mercury retrograde affect you? And you get the Knight of Wands. So the Knight of Wands is a lot of creativity that's going to come to you, okay? You are going to actually be at your creative best. And it's possible that this epiphany about either this person or about what you need to change as far as you are concerned is going to come to you through this. Because you are going to be at your creative best. So if you're an artist while you're painting, something's just going to, come into your mind, some clarity of sorts. Or if you're a writer, or if you just have a journal of sorts, you are going to be extremely creative and you're very passionate, very creative at this time. And this is what's going to lead to this, epiphany of sorts. This could be for some of you. But when I say the creativity is for everyone, the passion is for everyone, but you're getting an epiphany through this is for some of you. For some of you, it's dreams. But in some way or the other, this is definitely coming your way, okay? You're going to get this awareness about this situation, and you are moving forward. You're all charged up to take on what's coming up. In fact, some of you will even get frustrated, because if you are in this energy of the Knight of the Knight of Wands, and you want to move forward, you must realize that during a Mercury retrograde, there's greater chances for things to stall. Okay, so if you've all set for something new, chances are that you'll come into roadblocks very soon. But then again, after the 2nd of June, things will open up for you. So that's another way of looking at this card, all right? So you need to be patient during this time. What do you need to revisit during this time? And you get the 3 of Wands. So if you have been thinking of going out, maybe traveling abroad, or starting something new during this time, then if you can afford to delay it till the 2nd of June, I would advise you to delay it. However, if everything is ready already and you have to start, please don't stop or change your plans, but just double check whatever you're doing every step of the way. Check and recheck, and if you require, check it a 3rd time as well. Because during this time, chances are that something goes off, Make sure all your documents are in order. If you're traveling, all your travel documents are in order. Please read every single line that you have to. Before you sign, please check again. Okay, wherever you're putting your name or endorsing something, please check and recheck. Don't just say that it will be okay because there's someone whom you trust who's given it to you. No, please check it yourself, every single thing, all right, during this time. What do you need to rework? And you get the beautiful Queen of Pentacles, all right? So if there is this dynamic you have with a certain person, be it your mother figure, or if you're in a relationship, or if, either with yourself or your partner or your mother or some other person in your life, possibly a Virgo, if there is something in the relationship that needs reworking, then that is what you need to, if things have not been going smoothly with this person, whoever it is, or if your own relationship with yourself is not a comfortable one, this is the time to work on this relationship, all right? And for very few of you, it's also got to do with your relationship with money. So if you feel that, you don't feel empowered enough, you are the Queen of Pentacles. You have everything that you have. So if you ever have any self-doubt about it, this is the time to actually work on it and come into this power, all right? But you need to, excuse me. It's really dry. But for most of you, what I feel is this is somebody else in your life, or you yourself, okay? You got to work on this energy. Because this is coming for rework. So there's something that is amiss and you need to really work at it. If it is a relationship with your mother, or, just see where things, how you can move it forward, because everything is about smoothing things out, all right? What unknown factors do you need to be aware of? And you get this beautiful 10 of Cups. Now, there are 2-3 things that are coming into my mind. For some of you whom I said, there's this person you've been wondering about who may or may not be a Cancerian, but someone who's coming towards you. Chances are that this person could be in a marriage already, all right? Or that they have had a 10 of Cups with someone and they're coming out of it. So it's best to verify, okay? But this is something that will already be in your, may not be in your awareness. Maybe this person is going to tell you that now. Or maybe you'd like to ask, but please check everything out. As I said, anything you're starting new with anyone, with anything, any venture, check it out again. Apart from that, it could also be that, you know, if you've been going through some sort of trying time, you're going to find that things change for the better and you don't see it coming. And maybe that's why you get this Queen of Pentacles here. You're questioning yourself. You may be questioning your relationship if you're already in a committed relationship. But what you don't realize, there is a lot of love here. Maybe for some reason you're not communicating well enough, but there is a lot of love in your connection. For those of you who needed that assurance, yes, it's there. Even if you feel, you know, that maybe things have not been going very smoothly, just to let you know that things are beautiful between both of you. There is a lot of love and emotion there, all right? What precautions should you take for a smooth Mercury retrograde? And you get the 3 of Swords, which is heartbreak, all right? And what I can get out from this is that if you've had a heartbreak in the past, and if because of that you've got a blocked heart chakra, all right, you're not opening out yourself, opening out your heart as much, you know, if you've got walls around yourself, because I'm seeing this 9 of Wands here, which is all about having, you know, a wall up. Because of this, you need to guard against this, okay? You open your heart out to be able to receive love. Maybe it's because you got a blocked heart that you don't see this 10 of Cups, which is already there in your life because of something that's happened in the past, okay? Keep your heart open. And for some of you whom I said, this new person coming into your life, where you're wondering whether you should or you should not, you will definitely get an epiphany about this person. But either ways, it's better that you check this person out and see that this person is not in a commitment. Because if you get into something with someone without finding that out, you may end up in heartbreak. So just whatever area it is in your life during this time, whether it's a you know, job related thing, whether it's a relationship related, whether it's travel related, do your homework well, check and recheck, and you will not be sorry, all right? It's not that no, everyone has to sit in their house and shut all the doors because it's Mercury retrograde, we don't do anything. No, we have to do our work, we have to do everything. It's just that they say that if it is in your power to be able to not take on a fresh venture during this time, and if you can afford to do it, yes, it's advisable to start everything new after the 2nd of June because things will go smoothly. However, if things have to be done, you don't just stop living your life because there's a Mercury retrograde, because some planet or the other is always in retrograde, all right? It just means that you need to, you know, be certain of what you're doing, so you verify whatever you're doing, all right? You just don't blindly trust anyone or anything during this time. You take your time out to work everything out to your satisfaction till you actually see everything in front of you with your eyes, all right? Just read every single thing that you see, all right? So that's all I have for you as far as this tarot is concerned. I'll take out one card of advice from the Daily Crystal Inspiration. for the Amethyst group. Wow. Find your calm. You get the blue lace agate again. I think the first crystal also got it. And this could be, you know, it must be as far as your Queen of Pentacles is concerned. All right, before you interact with anyone, be it this person here or, and most importantly here, find your calm before you make that conversation. So if you've been having a problem with a mother figure in your life, someone, you know, or your partner, or even your own self, first bring yourself into balance and bring that calm before you start discussing anything. Because if you're in an agitated state, chances are you'll say something you need not have said, and you'll trigger the other person to say something. And even if they say something from a good place, you might read it differently. So when you're having a discussion about something, because there are a lot of, during the retrograde, a lot of themes come up which haven't really worked out in the past. So if such themes come up in front of you, this is the right time to process it, because this is the second chance that you're getting. So this time around, you want to do it right, isn't it? So at least from your side, come into balance, find your calm before you have those discussions. Look at this. This is so beautiful. Rainbow obsidian, heal your heart. So this is what I was saying. Some of you are in this heartbreak. You know, some of you need to guard against the heartbreak by finding out everything. Whatever venture it is, find out fully about it so that you can avoid heartbreak. And for those of you who've had heartbreak in the past, who have your walls up and your heart closed, heal your heart, because something beautiful is here. All right? And to be able to enjoy it, you should have a heart that is ready to allow people in, ready to love, and be ready to receive love, isn't it? That's the only way, is where you have a perfect balance. So first come into balance, as the Chariot is telling you. Feed your creativity and your passion. Whatever you're venturing out to do, check and recheck. Whoever you're making amends with, find your calm first before you do so. There is love waiting for you if you keep your heart open, all right? And for a few of you out there, guard against what's coming in. It could be a wonderful person, all right, for some of you. One odd person may be a player. Just guard against that. So just trust, but verify, all right? So with that, we come to the end of this Mercury retrograde reading. So those of you who chose the Amethyst, if this resonated, do let me know in the comments. That should make a lot of difference to me. And I hope it works out perfectly for you, whatever you're looking for. All right. And with that, we come to the end of this reading. And I shall see you again with my next reading. Till then, all of you out there who have stuck with me right till the end, be good, stay safe. Bye-bye.